Welcome to the Town of Acton Planning Board meeting for July 20th, 2023 at 6:09. I'll stand for the pledge, please. Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Everyone got a chance to look over the minutes? Any corrections? Notice, Pat?
I'll make a motion, we accept the minutes from July 6th as written.
I'll second.
All in favor? All opposed? All right, old business, Scott McLeod, Loon Ridge subdivision, Youngs Ridge Road and Priscilla Lane, map 138, lot 008, application for a subdivision amendment. You wanna come up to the podium, please?
Good evening, Scott McLeod. I'm inquiring to change within the subdivision just the statute of removing the 55 and older and changing nothing else with the subdivision. Moving forward 100% as it shows. So just looking to scratch that from the plan. And when I was in a couple weeks ago, we wanted to look into some information, so looking to see where we're at now.
Yeah, I think Jason got the answers for us.
Well, I reviewed the minutes and I think Gavin reviewed them too, and, did you find anything that, other than, they were just using it for an exemption?
No, everything seemed to line up. It seemed like a lot of the discussion was about the septic systems and having the two locations per lot and making sure that no one put a shed on top of the auxiliary location. That seemed like a concern, but this one still has the,
We all know the kind of rain we've had recently, and I've had a logger up there cutting, and he said he's never worked a lot so dry after 3 or 4 inches of rain. Can't believe how the water flows right through that. So, septic wise, I know the locations are marked, and I don't have any intention of building on any of them, so.
There wasn't an abandoned Santa on there too, wasn't there?
On the opposite end, yeah, we're not even down in by there, that's over by the boat launch on the other side, yeah.
That's is it in the open space area?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
did we talk to Ben Smith about the 50%?
So I did, and that was, so he said where it was an already approved condition, it's something that it's gonna have to happen, it's approved, you
Yeah.
don't jump back into
Right.
that. So,
That's what we figured.
for today's subdivision standards, I don't think it would have met the requirements, but it did back then. Because you would need 50%, I think it's 50% for cluster subdivision. Am I right with saying that?
Right, 50% open space.
And it wasn't quite there. So, but, nowhere's in the minutes did it talk about the size of the open space versus the 50, because one of the concerns was,
Right.
if it went 55 and older, does that impact the size of the open space? Could it be less open space? And that wasn't the concern that was in the minutes. The minutes really was an exemption from, the 55 and older was targeted to make it exempt from growth permits at the time.
Is the weird question, that island, is that part of the open space too?
Yes, it is.
Okay. I noticed it last time and I was like,
One of these for sign.
the revision table says revised ownership. Is there,
So it was owned by somebody else until,
I just recently bought it.
okay, have we seen the deed? We need to make sure you can speak for it.
I can go print it in 2 seconds if you want me to.
Oh, it's one of the things we should see.
That's true, yeah, I didn't even think of that last one.
Yeah. Give me 1 second, I'll get that. Oh, is it just under, what is it under?
It should be under my name.
Just under.
If it's not, it's under the company. I don't remember how we put it. It's under my company. I have a copy of it, just not the signed copy of it, so.
You did give it to us, but I'm not sure.
And what's the drainage, revised drainage easement on lots 10 and 12? What does that mean?
It's prior to me. I don't know what that is.
Oh, that was, oh, okay, yeah, that's an old one. When was it originally approved?
2005, November of. Looks like November 17th.
You were just a kid then, huh?
Yeah. Gross. Norfolk, Virginia.
I was here somewhere in Maine, but can't remember where. But I remember all the hubbub about like parking campers and there were fist fights and shit.
People were sleeping right in here, leaning against the wall, trying to get a growth permit.
Yeah, Shapley, they were pulling campers up there.
Oh, yeah.
For like a month or two.
Yeah. Shapley was more of a mess than Acton,
Right.
for whatever reason, I don't know why.
They like all the scrub pines in Shapley. You said you're only gonna do what, 2 a year maybe?
I don't, that's the way my work schedule is, that's what it'll probably wind up being. I'd love to do a little more, but I have so many jobs ongoing now that I'm, the reason I got up there and got clearing the lots out so I could see what I have and pick where I wanna start.
Right.
So,
Yeah, well, see, that's wrong. I mean, if you do leave it with the papers when it's time.
Funny, this plan right here, December 8th, 2004 is a whole year, the date on this is a whole year before when it was approved. It's weird. It's kinda strange. I was just pointing out that the date on this plan we're looking at is December 8th, 2004, so it's a whole year before the supposed approval date,
I think that's when,
November 2005.
right, but that was when the Hopper Road was going into.
there was a previous plan that had 14 lots, and the, let's see what lot number it is, this lot here. It's lot 7.
Yeah.
There was they looked like they were trying to do 14 lots. That lot had 2 on it, so that might have been why it was so long. Yeah, I was gonna tell you that, I pulled it up and saw that.
Yeah, it says over here, reduce remove the line between lots 7 and 9, and reduce the number of lots to 13.
Yeah, yeah.
Which, 7 and 9, it goes right through the road, so how could you,
The number's a little squirrely in there, I didn't notice that. I think they moved the numbers around on that when they,
okay.
I was just noticing, Jason, that the date on this map that we're looking at is December 8th, 2004. It's a whole year before the thing was approved. Well, it would be great to get, I don't know how different it is from a year later, but kind of funny.
well, I mean,
The signed one.
Oh, I do,
That 8.5
came back to you.
Oh, it might be under here, actually. All right. I didn't check the date on that one. It was under there.
Yeah, this is 2005. It also references December 8th, 2004 in here. So
Yeah.
the signature shows, the signature of the surveyor shows the date of when the last print was, but then it still references December 8th, 2004.
There was one article that they, proposed to accept it, and I believe it was accepted. Now, we're talking about the, now, placing the street,
That's the question.
Stretching my shoulder.
You need to use the bathroom, John?
No.
Yeah, it says it was revised 3 times since
Yeah.
that date, yeah.
Yeah, 7/13/05, 10/4/05, 11/3/05, and then the 6/27 of 2023, which is the new, which is this one you're
Yeah,
seeing right
yeah.
now. So it was actually revised 4 times.
is there a question or concern related to that, Gavin?
No, we were waiting for the deed and just, I mean, it would just, in my head, I would think the date would be the date it was approved, but, or close to the date it was approved, but I don't think it really matters, I just.
Even that one though, even that one that says December 8th, 2004, and then the
Yeah.
only thing that has the correct date on it is the one that, the owner of Corner Post signed it, had the date. Right?
Right, it's just, yeah,
And then what's the date that the planning board signed?
11/17/05. You know, project like this, it's hard to even know what to look for, you just have to look it over and.
Yeah, I was just curious.
saw.
Yeah, no, I was just curious.
Seems pretty straightforward to me. I don't think we even have to read through any conditions or anything. There's no sort of checklist, we just.
It's already gone through it all.
Right, exactly. Yeah, so unless anybody sees anything,
Do we need to check with the superintendent? School superintendent?
I'm not sure how that works.
So what I was telling, I had a conversation with, even in the minutes, they never even checked with the superintendent, nor the fire department.
Well, because the original note said, nobody under 19 in the home. And they must have checked with the fire department because there's a note that says the houses will have sprinklers per the request of the
that's all subdivision, it's a clause in our subdivision regulations, any subdivision, whether it's one or two divisions, has to have sprinkler systems.
But there's a note said per the fire chief.
Yeah, well, as the buildings go up,
They're inspected by me, and every sprinkler system is state, it's permitted through the state, so it's not just, doesn't go through the
state fire marshal.
Yeah, so anybody who installs a sprinkler system will get their permit from the state fire marshals. Yeah, they review the system and the size of the house and how it's set up
And they permit it too.
and they permit it through the state fire marshal.
Yeah, my only point is they did talk to the fire chief, because note 15 says.
Did you,
they're doing it
well,
per-
not to be contradicting, but did you guys check with the fire department when you approved the subdivision for Whitetail Ridge? 2-lot subdivision? They gotta have sprinkler systems,
I don't think we did, because it was just a division of land.
but it's still subdivision.
Oh, absolutely,
You know,
yeah, yeah.
That's my, I'm just making a point.
There's different types of subdivisions.
Yeah.
So,
The note says they talked to the acting fire chief, that's all I'm saying.
I'm not trying to be contradicting. I'm just saying what I
I'd
read.
like to move forward and make a motion that we accept, the application for, Loon Ridge, Ash Cove Construction, for, the removal of 55 and over.
Sounds good to me. Any second on that?
Maybe we'll just add like the revision of note 18, is that pretty much?
Well, it's on the new plan, which I suppose is the one we're gonna sign.
Right, so
Purpose of
maybe
the
it's not.
plan is for removal of the age-based covenant restrictions for owner occupants of the subdivision, formerly note 18, so it's spelled out.
Okay, I'll second that motion.
All in favor? All opposed? Anything else?
Yeah, I want to keep that, thank you.
thank you very much.
Yes, thank you.
I'm sorry you guys don't have something else to do now.
All right.
No place to get your golf.
Stick around, because you're gonna have to take this to the,
Yes, I will.
Yeah, but are they gonna accept that?
it's just rolled, it's not folded.
Oh, not folded.
Yeah, don't fold them. I read that too.
All right, fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, you gotta start, I think.
Well, let me just compare and make sure, these should be exactly the same.
Pending projects, Matt Leck with the storage rental, for the storage rental for equipment, or rental, yeah.
Are we seeing him next time?
Yeah, he had to cancel for tonight, he had obligations.
Okay.
And then we have the, public hearing for the amendment to the subdivision that we just did a site walk for. And,
Sasha Smith.
I haven't heard anything from that one, so that's not on the agenda as of right now. Nothing else has been knocking down the door either, so. With the, next one where it's an amendment to a lot line and creating a new lot, does the board want me to, try to get, North Star here for that one? And send him the stuff to review and, would the board like that, or would they fine with it by themselves?
I tell you about where you did the sidewalk today?
Yeah, so where you're doing a subdivision on a subdivision, you guys, pretty straightforward for you guys, or do you guys want North Star here?
I think for this first part, it's just a division of land, correct? And then, but then, gonna go into other stages, we may want more stuff with that. I don't know, did you see something that made you think you would help us?
I just didn't know if you guys wanted him to do a review. I'll have him do a review and make notes for it.
How did this sidewalk go?
Just only drive.
Right,
All ledge and,
yeah, that's why they moved the original building up the road to get away from the ledge, because all the blasting cost, I
We
guess.
did a,
still had a blast.
there was just we saw one test pit and that was it.
Yeah, right,
Right where that culvert is, that's when it's going in.
yeah. And there was someone there, so,
Yeah, it's his son-in-law works for him. He didn't really, there wasn't a lot of questions asked, it was more or less
right,
just looking at.
so, but that's why there wasn't anyone
It
here
was-
tonight.
Yeah, well, I had asked, I think I asked Chris if he wanted,
we signed him.
Mark wasn't here, the engineer wasn't
Oh,
coming.
there's,
Pointless to, you know, it sounds
I don't know if there's any discussion anyway.
well, I think it, I'm reading why it's
Rolled underneath it, John.
Yeah, all right,
wasting time, or whatever, you know, probably gonna have a guy from Sebago here.
yeah, all
Didn't
right,
cost them more money.
right. Seems pretty straightforward.
But yeah, that's a public hearing for that one, and then the other one, we couldn't vote on, that conditional use last week because Chris had to,
I'm staying.
but he'll be. Thank you, John.
yep.
One's ours, correct?
Thank you very much. Thank you. Have a good night. Thank you.
Yeah, you too.
as well.
Thank you.
Oops, sorry.
We done?
Yeah,
It is?
yeah.
Make a motion, we adjourn.
All in favor? All opposed? All right, thank you.
I was at least saying 45 minutes.